What is good, guys? This is a sad day in wrestling history because one of the most beloved and most infamous characters that WWE has had to offer over the past 20 plus years is now released. Now, if you guys have not heard the news, Mr. 24/7 champion, 54-time 24/7 champion, a United States champion winner, a 2 to 3 time tag team championship winner, a guy that has given us comedic relief in the WWE atmosphere. R-Truth, aka Ron Killings, aka K-Quick, has been released from the WWE. Now, it's not like he was just one of these guys sitting and catering, for 6 months not doing anything and then would get a title match. Or he wasn't just like, no hate to Ashante the Adonis, but Ashante the Adonis was just in multiple, storylines with women. He wasn't actually in the ring. R-Truth was actually in the ring. R-Truth gave us some of the best moments of his career with the Judgment Day. And then with this whole John Cena thing that just happened at Saturday Night Main Event, coming out in the John Cena attire, coming out as John Cena, his childhood hero. It was fun to watch. And then the whole Judgment Day thing of him trying to get JD kicked out of the Judgment Day, or let's just say him, saying Tom and Nick instead of Dominic. R-Truth, one of my favorite moments of R-Truth is when him and The Miz had this whole conspiracy thing against them, and they got arrested and then reinstated and then fired after getting reinstated, and they then attacked Triple H a multitude of times, even in a Hell in a Cell, which is the day that they got arrested. I think R-Truth should not have gotten fired. Now, that's not up to me, right? That's not up to me. That's not up to you guys. But R-Truth was not somebody just sitting and catering. He also wasn't just taking up a spot on the roster for somebody else. He was somebody that was like the embodiment of, you don't need world championships to have a good career. And I think that he would have been a great mentor to those that were, trying to get to the world championship spot, but they can't because you have the likes of a Jay, a Rollins, a Braun, a Sammy, a Punk, a Roman, or a Cena, Rhodes. You got all those guys in the world championship picture. He also showed that even if you don't have a championship, you can make some quality moments with the wrestling industry. I think that this was just, a bad miss by WWE. Now, I don't know if this was WWE's doing or TKO's doing, but with how high they have seats priced nowadays, they definitely could have afforded R-Truth's salary. He was making what? I looked it up, and this is not like including merch or anything like that. He was making like $500,000 a year. $500,000 a year. Let that sink in. And that's not including like his music or anything like that, which I don't think WWE can touch because that's his music. But I'm really confused on why he got released. I'm starting to believe that Nikita Lyons probably has dirt on Shawn Michaels, because I was a fan of Nikita Lyons. But now as time goes on and I'm seeing people that are getting released, I'm not the hugest fan of Nikita Lyons, because I'm a fan of hers. And then I seen Jakir Jackson get released. I seen Dakota Kai get released. And I was like, oh, whoa, hold up. They've actually been wrestling. Yeah, Dakota Kai was injury prone, but when she wasn't, she was there. So I'm confused on why Dakota Kai and Jakir Jackson got released, but we still have Nikita Lyons. Why did R-Truth get released and we still have Nikita Lyons? We are stuck in a loop of people that don't really do anything. And don't get me wrong, Shinsuke Nakamura was one of the most well-known, he had a run for the ages that was ruined by a moment, which, things happened, but Vince McMahon, being the person he was, killed his momentum, making him lose to AJ Styles at WrestleMania after winning the Royal Rumble and being undefeated on the main roster. He then made Shinsuke look weak. But Shinsuke has not been the same since then. R-Truth won the Raw Tag Team titles at Mania last year. Not only that, like I said, the Judgment Day thing, the whole, him being the guy that just recently went against John Cena, your world champion. He was just sitting there. And what I would like from the crowd, if you're going to any WWE shows and you're in the crowd, I need y'all to say, we want R-Truth for every single show until they bring him back. Now, I'm just one person, and, I'm not able to tell people what they can do, but R-Truth was not supposed to get released. He was not. There are so many other people that could have been released. Or you release Braun Strowman. After Braun Strowman, give it or take, I understand that his leg health was a huge issue. I get that. It was a huge issue. But I don't understand why you let him go after he created monsters like a Bronson Reed and a Jacob Fatu. Was that all he was good for? Because Braun Strowman could still go. He really could. And yet, this is what we do. Now, you guys have partnered with TNA. You guys bought AAA. You guys are doing Evolve and WWE ID and all this other stuff. And what? Now we have to sacrifice R-Truth. For what? For what? I would really like to know why or what the reasoning is for R-Truth being released. Because like I said, he was just on Saturday Night Main Event. He was just there last Saturday. He was just on the card. He was there on SmackDown before Saturday Night Main Event. He was there. He gave us some great moments. He was a comedic relief. And I don't know what else you can do. Like, he would have been a great mentor, like I said earlier in the video. I'm at a loss for words. I really am. And I would like to know what you guys think. I want to know how you guys feel about this. So let me know down in the comments. I will see y'all in the next video. I'm out.